So why aren't you Catholic? I'll tell you why I didn't want to become Catholic. But first, let me tell you a little bit about my story and how church was a part of my life growing up. So I was baptized in the Catholic Church as a baby. And then after that, we just spent the next 12 or 13 years just bouncing around to different Protestant churches. So church was very much a tradition in my family's life. It was important, and it was something that we just did every Sunday. But when I was about 12 or 13, it just stopped. And as it stopped being a part of our life and we fell away from it, for the next 15 years, I just didn't think I needed it. When we were 22 years old, my wife and I were getting ready to get married, and she told me, she said, I've always wanted to be Catholic, and I've always wanted to get married in a Catholic church. And I told her, no way, I'm not doing that. I don't need any of that. I don't have any interest in being involved with churches or priests or pastors or any of that stuff. So we didn't get married in the church at that time. So I'm 37 now with 2 kids. And I was confirmed 10 years ago. And as I look back on how I came into the church, how I arrived in the church intellectually and spiritually, I think about what kept me from coming in to the church that God created. If I really nail it down to something, it was this. I had a misunderstanding growing up of what church was. I had a misunderstanding of how church worked. I had a misunderstanding of how God communicated his grace through the church. And that misunderstanding led me astray for a long time. Now, in my preparation for getting confirmed, I learned what the church is, what church God created, how he works through it, how he communicates his grace through it. And ever since then, I've just been on fire for the Catholic faith. So the one thing that was keeping me from coming into God's church completely and receiving all of my sacraments, it was my pride. Because once I had all of the answers to all the questions I had, and once I had enough of an understanding as I could have as someone who was just learning for a few years about the faith before coming into the church, when I really nail it down, it was just my pride keeping me from it. So, why aren't you Catholic? Guys, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. Comment below. God bless.